And this is Psalms 69 and verse 22. Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Kal halal Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai Hashem, Rukwah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone where I learned this truth from. Peace and salutations to the brothers on down, teaching, preaching, pushing this gospel. Good news to four corners of the earth, waking up the hopeful elect of the house of Israel. Greetings also to the few sisters that tune into these video epistles. We call this lesson, Give Thanks for a Seat at the King's Table. Just the invite is so humbling. We're grateful for the invite. And we're going straight back to the scriptures here. I've got a bunch of them that speaks of it. Just repeats itself over and over, this dilemma a bunch of our folk find themselves in, and so they're unable to grasp the magnitude of what's in front of them. Let's go back to Psalms 69 and verse 22, because this is it's a curse out of the Hebrew Israelite by King David. Listen to what he's saying. Let their table become a snare. Normally at the table you eat nourishing food, but he's saying, let their table become a snare. And that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. And that's exactly where the majority of us find ourselves. We're eating at a table. We're being poisoned by the madness that is happening all around us. We've joined in, forgotten our place, forgotten who we are, and just can't remember. We can't get back. And that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually shake. Pour out thine indignation upon them, and let thy wrathful anger take hold of them. Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents. Let's just jump to 28. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living, and not be written with the righteous. So you can't help but wonder sometimes. You see all this mocking and scoffing going on. And these people, our folk, they're not trying to get to the table. They're not humbled by this truth when they hear it. They want to fight against it and attack the messenger, the one who dares to speak it. Let's go back, as they used to say on the radio, back into time. Exodus 24, I often refer to this, people trying to force everyone in. One of the main problems that our folk have is that they see the exclusivity of this message, and they reject it. Exodus 24, let's go from 6 to 8. And Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant and read in the audience of the people. And they said, all that the Lord has said will we do, and be obedient. Verse 8, and Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people. What people? It's the children of Israel. This is that first covenant that Moses' law is referred to. It's the children. There's nobody else there. Oh, Paul's name is Yahweh. His only begotten son is Yahweh Shai. His people are Yasharallah, Israel. He, prince of the power. The other nations are not involved in this thing. Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord hath made with you concerning all these words. First covenant, second covenant, the same people. Numbers 32 and 11. So while we're reading this, let's get it. Surely none of the men that came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swear unto Abraham, unto Isaac, and unto Jacob, because they have not wholly followed me. See, we went back on our word, back on the covenant. That's why we're in this situation. Save Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, and the Kenizzite, and Joshua, the son of Nun, for they have wholly followed the Lord. So the rest were not included in this, and the Lord's anger was kindled against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years. Why? Until all the generation that had done evil in the sight of the Lord was consumed. See? He made us wander around, but guess what? This time around, you're not going to get 40 years of walking around talking shit in the wilderness. No, not this time. He's going to destroy all of those people who have joined. They got their mouths flapping. They're up in these churches, mosques, wherever it is they are. That's all the wilderness, talking shit, idol worship. They're not interested in the truth. Romans 15:4, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort, patience goes to suffering, comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. That's why we're reading that, because we are the same people. There's something called reincarnation, regeneration. If you don't understand it or accept it, you've got a long way to go. So we've got like a action replay of what's happening before, only this time it's going to be more deadly, a devastating, like fireworks is going to be happening in the earth. It's going to be spectacular for those who love fun. And some are getting food poisoning at their table. It's a trap. A Hebrew Israelite. Well, we've been reintroduced. Let's go straight to John. John 17:6, and start at 6. I have his red letter, Yahushua speaking. I have manifested thy name unto the men which thou gavest me out of the world. Thine they were, and thou gavest them me, and they have kept thy word. See, so we've been reintroduced to this. Jump to 8. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them. They haven't been fighting and trying to pick loopholes and going to a seminary school. The Most High Spirit is not in all of these places, Bible school and all this. He doesn't dwell there, so they don't know the truth. Let's start this again. Verse 8, John 17, the fervent prayer of our power right here. For I have given unto them the words which thou gavest me, and they have received them. That's the elect he's speaking to. And have known surely that I came out from thee, and they have believed that thou didst send me. Let's jump to 25 and 26 here. O righteous Father, the world hath not known thee, but I have known thee, and these the elect out of the household of Israel. I have declared, I have known thee, and these have known that thou hast sent me. I have declared unto them thy name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them. This is an intimate setting there. You can't fight your way to the table. You're not invited. You're just not invited. And so we give thanks for the invite, for a seat at the king's table. Ezekiel 39, one verse here. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel. And I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One in Israel. His name is Yahweh. It means he is, he to be, the existing one. His only begotten Son is Yahushua. He's our Savior, Redeemer, Deliverer. He's our High Priest, Mediator, Intercessor. He's our Captain of our salvation, our big brother. We're not going to stop saying those names. You understand, there's some people who get angry when they hear it. They want to fight. It doesn't say that. Where does it say that? They're not doing any research. His name has not been revealed, not been manifest to them. Psalm 61, 2-5. Let's get the right one. Psalms 61 from verse 2. From the end of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower from the enemy. I will abide in thy tabernacle forever. I will trust in the covert of thy wings. Verse 5, For thou, O power, hast heard my vows, and hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. What type of heritage is that? The hopeful elect are petrified of the Most High. That is the beginning of wisdom, is to fear the Lord, not love, love, love. God is love, God is love. That's why these people don't fear him. Let's read verse 5 of Psalm 61 again. For thou, O power, hast heard my vows. Thou hast given me the heritage of those that fear thy name. That's the heritage that the Most High has reintroduced to the pure minds of the elect, the hopeful elect is what we call ourselves. We're hoping for a seat at that table. Let's get Jude 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, remember we read that before, afterward destroyed them that believed not. He caused them to wander around for 40 years and destroyed all of those who came out of Egypt, who was under a certain age, and it was under 20. Yapping. They know everything. And who fears this man that this Edomite has put up there for them all to worship? This Jebus character is violent, effeminate type with his long wavy hair, pushing pedophilia and degeneracy. He's trying to force the whole world. He's exporting his madness to the whole globe. Everywhere he goes, got his military bases all over the place, spreading his madness. And so we're repenting. We're asking for a seat. I mean, the microchip is here. We're running out of time. Let's get Luke 22, verse 28. Red letter again. Ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. And I appoint unto you a kingdom, as my Father hath appointed unto me, that ye may eat and drink at my table in the kingdom, and sit on thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. That's the table we want to be involved in. The truth, not lies and deceit. That this devil that's in the scriptures, calling himself the white man, putting his picture up, covering all the images, as Job 9:24, saying you must worship my image, my doctrine, and my name that I'm putting up for you. No, we're not doing that. The hopeful elect have rejected that image, that name, and his crazy doctrine that he's pushing. Let's finish up with Isaiah 43. Let's go from 7. Even every one that is called by my name, for I have created him for my glory. I have formed him, yea, I have made him. Bring forth the blind people that have eyes, and the deaf that have ears. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled, who among them can declare this, and show us former things. Let them bring forth their witnesses, that they may be justified. Or let them hear and say, it is truth. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, whose name is Yahweh. Bahashem means in the name of Yahweh Shai. And my servant whom I have chosen, that ye may know and believe me, and understand that I am he. Before me there was no power formed, neither shall there be after me. I, even I, am the Lord, and beside me there is no Savior. We're running out of time. We're giving thanks for the invite to a seat at the King's table. Shalom. Till the next one. No fear no guy.